Are you thinking about moving to Huntsville? Let's dig into the real pros and cons of moving to Alabama's largest and fastest growing city. Hi, I'm Cameron Walker. As a real estate agent, I help families move in and around the Huntsville metro area. Today, I'm discussing the pros and cons of living in the Rocket City. First, we'll start with the cons. Number one, traffic. Just like every mid-sized city, we have traffic. Before you move here, you should know there are several major highways and interstates that lead into the city. Highway 72, also known as University Boulevard, goes east-west. I-565, coming from the southwest, passes through the city to the northeast, and 431, also known as Memorial Parkway, runs north and south. These highways do allow for better commutes for those living in the suburbs surrounding Huntsville, with at least one major highway leading into the city from every direction. If you want to avoid the commute, then you'll want to live in the city. Huntsville doesn't have much in the way of mass transit, but does have a limited bus service in the city proper, and many areas in the city are walkable. While we do have traffic, it's not nearly as bad as other cities. If you are moving from a highly populated area or a major city, you'll find our traffic a relief. Number two, taxes. Unlike some states, we do have an income tax, property tax, and sales tax. While that may sound like a lot, even combined, these taxes are lower than the vast majority of states. One thing I do like to point out is that there are several different municipalities surrounding Huntsville, and each has their own property tax rate. If your tax rate is important to you, then you need to factor that into where you choose to call home. Also, keep in mind that the home prices here are lower than many other states. So a $500,000 home in Northern Virginia could be a small starter home or a townhome. And here, you will find it to be a pretty big house with a large yard and a great neighborhood. Numbers 3 and 4, heat and severe weather. I personally like the long spring and fall that we get here because of our temperate winters, but some people aren't a fan of the heat and humidity during July and August. We do have mild winters, so you won't need to bring your snowplow. You may have also heard that Alabama is prone to tornadoes. While they can be devastating when they strike, they aren't quite as big a deal as the news makes them out to be. I've lived in Alabama for over 30 years, and I've never seen one in person. And our local forecasters do a great job of giving us a heads up several days in advance to expect severe weather, and the day of to let us know where storms that could potentially produce tornadoes are moving. To further mitigate the risk, many homes here have built-in tornado shelters, and our homeowner's insurance covers the damage. It's not a special kind of insurance like hurricane or flood insurance. Number 5, construction. Like many high-growth areas, we're experiencing our fair share of commercial, residential, and road construction. As we expand our major highways and arteries leading into the city, there can be delays. The good news is that most of this construction is near completion, so when you get here, you'll get to take advantage of the newly paved and widened roads. Now on to the pros. Number 1, the cost of living. Huntsville is way more affordable than other areas of the country. The price of homes is considerably lower than areas like Northern Virginia, the DC metro area, California, and Washington state. Combine this with our lower property taxes, and you may find yourself with more money in the bank if you move to Huntsville. Not only are our home prices and taxes lower than many parts of the country, but you will save money on everything from dining out to gas to groceries. Number 2, affordability. It's possible to buy a home in the Huntsville area on a modest income. Homes are often large with ample yard space too. Keep in mind the price of homes will vary by the area and the age of the home. Many areas have seen appreciation of over 30% in the last several years, but these homes are still more affordable than many other parts of the country. You'll also want to factor in commute and entertainment options when deciding where to live. Number 3, the job market. We have a very strong economy and are adding jobs in all sectors. Whether you're looking for blue-collar work or a white-collar job, there are employment options here for you. Huntsville is known as the Rocket City, and for good reason. If it goes to space, it is likely designed, tested, or manufactured in Huntsville. As the second space race heats up, we are in need of more engineers, tech workers, and manufacturers. We also have large construction and auto manufacturing industries in the Huntsville metro area. We have the Toyota Mazda manufacturing plant adding over 3,000 jobs, and even the FBI is bringing in over 4,000 jobs over the next several years. Our area unemployment rate is just 2.2%, and we have one of the fastest growing economies in the U.S. Number 4, the food. Alabama is known for its barbecue. While we do have amazing pulled pork, smoked chicken, and Fred Flintstone-sized ribs, Huntsville has so much more to offer. We have award-winning restaurant chef and restaurateurs, and in the last several years, we've seen an explosion of new restaurants and concepts coming to the market. So whether you're looking for great seafood, the perfect steak, or some amazing sushi, you have several great options available to you. There's so many great restaurants, I can't go into all the types of cuisine Huntsville has to offer in just one video. Just know you'll have a wide variety of options to pick from, and they are spread all across town. Number 5, things to do. So what is there to do in Huntsville? We are a great city to live, work, and play in. We have several multi-use spaces around town, like Campus 805 and Stovehouse. Both are repurposed facilities with multiple eateries, event spaces, shops, and on-site breweries. We also have the Von Braun Center for the Performing Arts, where you can catch your favorite band or comedian, and we have smaller club-sized venues all over the city. You can even get your art fix at Low Mill, a repurposed mill that now houses local studio artists and hosts many events and art festivals throughout the year. As for outdoor activities, we are blessed with some beautiful lakes, mountains, and green spaces. Whether you enjoy hiking, kayaking, fishing, golfing, or taking leisurely strolls, there's something for everyone here. We have Lake Guntersville, some of the best fishing in the nation, Montesano State Park with spectacular views and great hikes, or a couple of great golf courses with the Ledges and the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail. We also have greenways all over the city, which are paved walking and biking paths on more level terrain. Of course, the two biggest draws in our area are the minor league baseball team, the Trash Pandas, and the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. The U.S. Space and Rocket Center is one of those you have to see it to believe it museums. There are 2 full-size Saturn V rockets on site, a life-size mock-up of a space shuttle, and a huge hands-on museum with interactive exhibits frequented by the very scientists that led us in the space race. Kids can even do a week-long space camp, and some of our current astronauts are graduate of the space camp. And here's a bonus one, our schools. Many people wouldn't think of Alabama could be known as for its great schools. So you may be surprised to learn that Huntsville has some nationally ranked schools. Whether you're looking for pure academics, sports, clubs, or music, you'll find there are several schools in our area that offer amazing programs. We are very proud of the education we provide our children and have amazing partnerships with local governments, parents, and corporate sponsors. So that's Huntsville in a nutshell. If you have any questions in regards to moving to Alabama or moving to Huntsville, shoot me a message or give me a call. I look forward to talking with you.